What's up, everyone? Corriddle here, and I have not made a lot of Pantheon content lately because I'm kind of waiting for Visionary Realms to decide where they're going, what they're doing, and get a plan. And they have finally decided to announce server mergers, which is a very big deal. So I wanted to make sure I brought that out to you all as fast as possible. As you can see here, most of the servers are very dead. In fact, at this time of day, they are all less than 25% capacity. Some of these do get over 25% capacity, like the Black Moon server, like Havensong. Dead Vault right now, I think it's to about half capacity. But most of the other servers stay under that 25%. Usually throughout the entire day, even into peak times. So last night at 11:49 p.m. Eastern, they did announce server merges, and those would be happening today, which says tomorrow, but is now today as the making of this video, at 9:30 a.m. Pacific or 12:30 p.m. Eastern. They will be taking the servers down for maintenance. There will be no patch, but we will be merging low population servers. What they are talking about with low population servers are basically every single server in the game except for a handful. So we're going to go over that very quickly. The servers will be as follows. Ossari will become the new West Coast server, which will be merging all West Coast servers except for Havensong. I will put a list down in the description below if you want to check that out, if you don't want to come all the way over here to Discord to see that. And then Stormona will become the new East Coast server, which will be taking all East Coast servers and merging it into that, except for the Black Moon server. I personally am very happy about this, as Black Moon has a very bad economic problem right now, and I don't want that merging into my server. I currently play on Khaga, so I will be on the Stormona server going forward. As far as the EU and Oceanic servers, they will be remaining the same, so no change there. And then the PvP servers will also be remaining the same. I know that there's some concerns with the Union of Shadow PvP server being a very low population compared to the Dead Vault server, and Savanja did respond to that concern, saying that there will be no merger of the PvP servers, and if you are playing on the Union of Shadow server and you want to play on a more populated PvP server, your best bet, since it has only been a week since the release, is to create a character on the Dead Vault server and just move forward, as there's no plan right now to merge the PvP servers. Names. This is the biggest concern for a lot of people. If you get a duplicate name, your name will have an X or a number following it when you log in. There is a rumor going around right now that it's the first person to log in gets the name, so you may want to make sure that you log in as soon as possible. Like I said, the servers will be going down at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Convert that to whatever time you need to. But there is no estimated downtime right now. I suspect it could be anywhere from an hour up to 3 or 4 hours. Hopefully we get some more information later. If we do get that information, I will be talking about it in my stream today. So come over to my stream, say hello, and hopefully as soon as we have an estimated downtime, we will be talking about that. So that's pretty much it about server names. If you do get a duplicate name and you want to change it from having that X on the end or a number, you can go over here and create a ticket on the Pantheon forums, or over here to how do I report a player, etc., and get one of those places to change your name. As far as questions and concerns, they have opened up an area which is merge server questions and concerns. There are a lot of questions and concerns here. I've kind of skimmed through a lot of this. The big one, or the big couple ones, are what's going to happen if you make these new servers overpopulated? And the answer to that is they will be adding shards. They already have planned shards for these servers, and they will release up to, I think, 4 different shards if they have to on these possible servers. Now, those will not happen immediately, and it'll just be based on the population. I would love to see that if it was dynamic, so that they opened up and closed based on the number of players, but I don't think that is happening right now. I think it's just going to be, if there's a lot of players, they would just add shards as needed. So that's going to be pretty much it for that. The last thing that I want to talk about is a fresh start server. There have been concerns. In fact, the very first post on here was, are we getting fresh start servers this week? And the answer to that is no. I personally agree with that. I think that we don't need fresh start servers right now. I think that's something that we need once we have enough content in the game to kind of see how players are going to level up and the progression that they're going to make. But that's just my personal opinion. But as far as Visionary Realms is concerned, Savanja did say that fresh start servers to follow in the coming weeks. I don't know that this is guaranteed, but she did say right here that it would be coming in the coming weeks, so look forward to that. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this update. If you found this video useful, obviously a like, subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff for more Pantheon information. And like I said, I will be over on my Twitch channel today talking about this and just anything else about the game. So if you want to chat about that, please come on over and say hello. That's it for me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.